Since we came on air, we've been talking about Scotty Parker and what he does next. Does he stay at Fulham? Does he go to Spurs? Does he go to Crystal Palace? James, the Leeds fan, thinks he's overrated. Hello, James.
All right, Jimbo.
Hello, you all right?
Well, good, Jimmy. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Quite glad Fulham have gone down, to be fair, but I think there's going to be a little bit of a rivalry in the Championship as well, to be fair. So, quite glad they've gotten down. But, yeah, just regards to you, Jace, obviously through the season, you said about Bielsa being like, Leeds getting too much praise, but like, I think about 4 or 5 times I've heard you say, like Scott Parker getting a lot of praise, but like, they've won 5 games all season. They've scored 22 goals, something silly.
Yeah, he's only his second year as a manager, James.
No, of course, better.
You know, he's in the infancy of his career, and he's, you know, this is a guy that's learning on the job. This is not someone that's been a manager for the last 25, 30 years.
No, of course, but you're saying, Leeds getting too much praise, but we're 10th at the moment.
No, I said Leeds got too much praise for getting beat 6-2 at Man United. That's what I said.
I won't say it was praised much, but...
it was.
He did get praise.
I made the people... Pardon?
What was the praise? What was the exact?
It was the style of play.
They play lovely football.
I think Leeds has done a fabulous job this year, right? And I think actually, I would say the last 7 or 8 weeks, maybe a bit longer, Leeds United have tightened things up. You are not as reckless. You're not as it's like he's got the balance right. At the beginning of the season, for me, the balance wasn't right. And he was going forward, scoring goals, conceding goals. And I thought especially the game against them, there was 1 or 2 others where if you get the balance right, you can actually, like you did a little bit, okay, the game against Spurs, okay, if Harry Kane's goal, who knows, the game changes. Yeah. But Leeds now are, for me, the best Leeds I've seen this season. Wasn't the one at the beginning of the season. The best Leeds I'm seeing is right now.
No, definitely, 100%. I just think, I just don't really... can't see the praise. I want the praise for Parker, to be honest. I think he's got a much better squad than Leeds, like far better squad, and I just don't think he's done much with it, to be honest.
Fulham has got a better squad than Leeds.
100%. He'd have Stuart Dallas playing centre midfield and running the rings around Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, Stuart Dallas has had a fabulous season, right? I mean, Bielsa's getting the best out of that, the absolute best out. But Scotty Parker's a young man. He's, like I said, I think what I like Scott. I think there's a manager in there. I think that given time, maybe another year at Fulham, he'll learn from his mistakes. You know, but I think anyone to take him on now is a risk. I think the best thing for Fulham and the best thing for Scott is they stay together, because he got them out of that league last year. And let me tell you, that's a tough league to get out of. You don't do that by accident. You've got to get some things right. I have to say, though, I saw Fulham a couple of times the season they got promoted, and they were horrendous. They could really throw in a stinker. I feel that he's got better, but is clearly nowhere near the finish.